We are back. It is Capital Region Sports Saturday, brought to you by Mohawk Honda, your number one volume dealer in the Capital Region. On the phone right now, Lake George graduate, University of Maryland, Baltimore County freshman basketball player Joel Wincowski. Joel, you guys are coming to Albany January 6th. You're taking on the Great Danes. Is this a game you've had circled on your calendar for a while, a chance to come back home?
Yes, I mean, it has. Pretty excited to be able to play in front of a bunch of family and friends. Hopefully a lot of people from Lake George can make it out and see us play against Albany. Big conference game too, so gotta get geared up and ready for it.
Have you had a lot of people tell you they're coming? Does it seem like all of Lake George is going to make the trip down? I mean, it is about an hour ride, but it seems like a pretty worthwhile trip to me.
Well, they had one of the high school team had a game scheduled for the 6th, and they moved it to the 5th. So I'm pretty sure we'll have quite a few people there from Lake George, and I'm excited for that.
That's great. That's a great story as well. It's Joel Wincowski, Lake George graduate, won a state championship there this past season. Now freshman at UMBC. They're coming down to play Albany on January 6th. And another local freshman who's having a big impact in the America East is UAlbany's freshman, Scotia graduate, also a state champion, Joe Cremo. What's your relationship like with Joe? First off, do you even know him? Have you ever played with or against him?
Yes, I think I played with him at a couple camps and played against him. Same thing. I wouldn't say I know him very well, but I do know him a little bit personally. He's a great kid, and I'm very happy for him and how he's playing so far this year. I think he deserves. I mean, from what I know, he seems like a very hard worker. So I'm happy for him. I think he's representing his town and the section really well at Albany right now.
What has been the biggest adjustment for you in going from high school to college? Obviously here, you're playing at a smaller school, you're shattering scoring records, probably playing every minute of the game and be able to score at will whenever you want. Now you're a freshman and trying to work your way back up into that role again eventually. What's been the biggest adjustment?
I'd say the biggest adjustment is learning how to find your role on a new team. Right now, I'm not a point guard on my team, and I've played point guard pretty much my whole life. So it's different, when told to run, I run the wings and stuff, and so I'm more of like a slasher and a shooter from the outside. So I don't have the ball in my hands a lot of the time. That's definitely the biggest adjustment.
When you say that's been the biggest adjustment, do you think that's something that you'll eventually really grow comfortable with, though? I mean, we all know you're a knockdown shooter, so a chance to not have to do the heavy-duty ball handling and kind of run yourself down offensively. Do you think your game can be better suited to transition to standing on the wing, catching and shooting more often?
I mean, yeah, it depends. I think I'm trying. That's what I'm working at. I really want to become effective at my position and find my role on the team. And so, if that's what I got to do, then that's obviously what I've been practicing for the last however many months. You just want to get better at it and and eventually become great at it, and fit the role on the team.
Lake George graduate and UMBC freshman basketball player Joel Wincowski on Capital Region Sports Saturday, brought to you by Mohawk Honda, your number one volume dealer in the Capital Region. Joel, you got 2 starts earlier this year, late November and early December. What was it like being a true freshman, going into the America East Conference and hearing your name called as part of the starting lineup?
It was pretty amazing. I got to hear it. Got to hear it at home the first time, and actually one of my high school coaches was at that game. And, you hear 6'2", and then you hear out of Lake George, New York. It's like, yeah, wow, I'm really feel like I'm making some people proud and making my hometown proud and representing well. And I got to hear it at Bowling Green, which was pretty great too. They were a great team. We actually played them pretty close. That was a good game, and it just I was very excited to play, and I thought I came out and did pretty well in my starts. It wasn't that bad. We had a decent lead against Bowling Green at one point, but hearing my name and the hometown being called out, it was a great feeling.
Joel, I'm not sure if you've had a chance really to keep tabs on what's going back here, back in the Capital Region, but there's a freshman at Glens Falls, Joe Girard III, scored 52 points a couple of weeks ago. He's averaging nearly 40 a game, And some people have already calculated that if he stays healthy, he's going to have a chance to break your all-time Section 2 scoring record by the time he's a senior. What do you think about that?
Wow, that's a lot of points. I mean, I've been keeping tabs on Lake George. That's about all I really look at. Try and keep in touch with a couple of my guys. But that's a lot of points. That's a lot of scoring, and he's a young guy, so that's really good for him. And if he, if that's I don't know what to say. That's a lot of points.
Joel Wincowski, UMBC freshman, Lake George graduate with his Capital Region Sports Saturday, brought to you by Mohawk Honda, your #1 volume dealer in the Capital Region. And Joel, we are right after New Year's, and when we think about New Year's and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, we reflect on the years that we've had, and you've had a pretty incredible year from graduation to winning a state title to breaking Jimmer's record to getting a chance to talk to Jimmer on our station. Actually, what would you say has been your best moment of 2015?
I'd probably say the title, just to win it with that group of guys, and great group of friends and teammates, and in front of all of our hometown at the Civic Center. It's a pretty hard feeling to beat when we won that game. That was pretty amazing.
Lake George graduate Joel Wincowski with us, Capital Region Sports Saturday, brought to you by Mohawk Honda. UMBC taking on UAlbany on January 6th. That game at Sefke Arena, so it's going to be Joel Wincowski, Joe Cremo, Greg Steyer, all on the same floor, so a great game if you're a Capital Region basketball fan. I know I will be there, and I'm sure I'll see a lot of you listeners out there as well. Joel, thanks for being with us. Best of luck here in your freshman season as it continues on, and we'll see you on Wednesday night.
All right. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.